if we can bring up the Weather Center here, I've got Storm Chaser Ben McMillan here with us, and Nathan's here in the Weather Center working. Of course, hopefully you're going to have to get a little closer to me because I've only got... Okay, and we need to check and change the background as well if you got the remote for that, Nathan. So sorry about that, folks, and we'll come back to us. We've been out chasing all day, but we just had your stream, and we used it quite extensively here over the last half hour. Let's talk about, you were at the Ford dealership, but you were moving around. You went up and down pretty much Highway 281. What did you experience there? Because it looked like to us at times you had a good 80-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, this was close to hurricane force winds, Tim. We were sitting right next to the Hastings Ford dealer for those folks who live near there in the area, and the Sinclair gas station was also right there in that area. They have an awning, which it was exposed to the wind, and it was probably a 30-foot by 10-foot awning that was just shaking violently. We were really concerned about it actually flying off at the station. I know that didn't happen, but that just is a good demonstration of how strong those winds really were.
Okay, and let's talk about damage. At what point, because these weren't just 70, 80-mile-an-hour winds that pushed through town and that was done. We had several rounds. I mean, Nathan and I had it here at the station as well. So let's talk about, take us through the time. You dropped me off here at the station, and then you and Brendan went down to Hastings Ford and stood up. And at first it just looked like you were getting some wind, then you got pounded. And then you had a little bit of a reprieve, it looked like. Then it hit again. Take us through that.
Well, the initial wave was actually not the most strong winds. It was that secondary push of hurricane force winds that really caused most of the damage. There was a little bit of hail, but again, the main threats tonight was definitely that strong wind coming in those gusts, which would kind of subside, and you would think that you almost had a sense of safety, like it was over, and then it would hit you again out of nowhere. And that's what's so dangerous about this system, is it just those gusts that continually are circulating around these fronts as they pass through.
Okay, and in your experience, I mean, these kind of winds, 60 to 90, maybe 100-mile-an-hour winds, what kind of damage have you seen personally from winds like that?
We've seen windows blown out of cars. We've seen trees toppled over, large trees, 4 or 5 inches in diameter. You can get roofs coming off, lower quality constructed buildings. Definitely something you don't want to mess around with. Even in a sturdy building, you can still have some significant damage that could occur.
You bet, you bet. Storm Chaser Ben McMillan, we're lucky to have you here with us. Obviously, thank you for letting me chase with you today. You've seen his stream off and on over the last month or two during storm chasing season. Of course, Ben does a lot of in-the-field reporting with the Weather Channel, so we're very lucky to have him. Of course, I have to bribe you quite a bit to get you to do that, but you're all about the safety. Do you, in your opinion, with these winds, I mean, and you've been on the north side of town, I don't know if you got to drive around much, but do you think we kind of got lucky here, damage-wise?
Generally, I think the stronger winds kind of, subsided possibly right before they hit the Hastings area. Some of those returns on radar, we were talking with another storm chaser, Jeff Petrowski. He was estimating winds of over 100 miles an hour. So, as the evening went on and the daytime heating might have, kind of went away, that storm system may have weakened and spared Hastings tonight. Some of the strongest winds, obviously, there's still significant damage, but the city itself may have gotten lucky tonight.
Okay. Storm chaser Ben McMillan, my buddy, thank you. Appreciate taking the time helping the viewers, keeping them safe. Of course, we're fielding a lot of reports now, and of course, meteorologist Nathan Gogo behind us here monitoring. Are you getting some more field reports by chance, Nathan?
A couple. We have a wind, 60-mile-per-hour wind spotted 4 miles south of McCool Junction. That was a little bit ago.
You want to take the radar while you're doing this?
Yeah, let's take the radar and go ahead.